Hey everyone, it's time for Drinking with the Doctor. The doctor's already been drinking.
Woo!
Okay, well, we had a little revelation this week. Well, it's not a revelation to us, but it might be to you. And that is the magic of caulking. Ooh.
Caulking is not your friend.
It'll fix everything, Jason.
It comes in a can now. Just spray it on your roof. You got a leak? No problem. Good to go.
Yeah.
It has its applications. Actually, is straightforward as caulking is, it's best done by a professional, because if any old guy just caulking any old leak can actually make the leak worse, ironically.
Yeah, because you gotta know where water gets in, how it's going, and that kind of stuff. I've seen things where guys put on a roof and they thought, well, I'll caulk all the edges. The thing is, on heavy rains, water gets underneath the roofing. It does on any roof. That's why you have felt underneath that. And so if the water can't get out, it pools up underneath and goes somewhere, usually inside the house.
Well, I've noticed ever since they came out with those commercials with the Flex Seal, the guy painting the screen door and surfing on it, and like, it's totally waterproof. Literally, half the roofs I get on got Flex Seal on them. Stop Flex Sealing your roof.
Yeah.
It actually we found that using it on a leaky gutter corner, if it's cleaned properly and dry,
yeah,
it actually works.
Yeah.
Because it's a good clean metal surface, but not on asphalt. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, and so we came across somebody had a leaky skylight, and all I knew is that, okay, we need to re-roof this, so I gave him a bid to redo it, because all it was just tar all around it. I can't see what's really going on. And then my right-hand man here, he went out there, pulled it all apart, and found out it wasn't done right to begin with.
Yeah, caulking's not your friend. Caulking actually made it worse because it just created a cup for it to...
Yeah, and
anyway.
so caulking was used. But see, here's the other thing too, though, that you might not realize. The biggest thing that destroys a roof, destroys the chimney, destroys destroys everything, destroys me, is the sun. As much as I love the sun, it's a destroyer.
In conjunction with moss and algae, it's a...
Right, but here's the thing. The caulking is also going to get broken down by the ultraviolet.
Yeah.
And so where the caulking really comes in handy, you always have things like corners of skylights, of chimneys, that kind of stuff. You got these corners. You have to have caulking in there. And then it's great to then bend the flashing down so that you've covered the caulking. It's going to last longer if it's not exposed to the ultraviolet and the water and all that kind of stuff.
Actually, there's one thing that is ultraviolet proof. It's
not my head, that's for
no,
sure.
his name is Keith Richards. The man will live forever. Literally, forever.
The sun has taken a toll on his skin,
but he's still kicking, man.
He's still kicking.
Keith Richards.
Yeah, and that's too bad. The drummer, what was his name again? I'm not a Rolling Stones guy.
Yeah, me neither.
But he passed away recently, so yeah. But that's what happens to us all. That's what happens to your roof eventually. It needs to be replaced. But that's our little conundrum today is to remind you that caulking, it makes sense and it helps, but even then it's got to be done right, and it's not meant to replace proper roofing, proper flashing. It's there to help proper roofing. Okay, I'll shut up.
But silly enough, I've seen caulking done by homeowners. No offense to homeowners. I mean, you got to do what you got to do when it's raining and this and that, but it made me realize that there really is a certain professional touch to caulking.
Oh yeah,
there really is.
That's true. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. All right. So leave it to the professionals, and don't just throw caulking on your roof. There you go.
Unless you're desperate.